everyone, and welcome to a CTN coverage of Apple's iPad mini event. In this video we will discuss all the products released today. Let's go ahead and begin. Apple started off their event right on time, with Tim Cook coming out to make the first announcements. After greeting everyone, he jumped straight into iPhone 5, saying that it was off to a tremendous start, selling 5 million units. He then rolled a quick video with people using lots of iPads and iPhones. After that, it was on to iPods. Cook talked about the press's reaction to the new iPods, and how Apple has sold 3 million iPods since September the 12th. Then he talked about Apple's new software, iOS 6 and Mountain Lion, and how both are becoming increasingly popular. He also said that the iOS App Store is booming, with over 35 billion apps downloaded. Finally, he talked about the first product release of the day, a new version of iBooks. There is now a continuous scrolling feature, so you don't have to worry about turning pages. It is also integrated with iCloud. After spending only a couple minutes on iBooks, Tim Cook went on to the Mac computer. Then he brought up Phil Schiller to talk more about Macs. Phil Schiller's first comment, "Today is a very big day for the Mac," revealed that the event will focus on the Mac computer. First up was the MacBook. Apple is releasing an all-new 13-inch MacBook Pro today. It weighs 3.75 pounds, making it the lightest MacBook Pro. It has MagSafe, 2 Thunderbolt ports, USB 3, a headphone port, and dual microphones. It also has HDMI and an SD card reader. And great news, the new MacBook Pro has Retina display with 4,096,000 pixels total. Some other minor features are a FaceTime HD camera, stereo speakers, and a backlit keyboard. Inside the computer are an Intel dual-core i5 or i7 Ivy bridge with a 7-hour battery. And now the price. The new MacBook Pro starts at $1,699 and has a 2.5 GHz dual-core i5 processor. Apple is still selling a non-Retina display MacBook for a cheaper price. Next was the Mac Mini. The new model has USB 3, dual or quad-core i5 or i7 Ivy bridge with Intel HD Graphics 4000 and up to 16 GB of RAM. It starts at $599. There is also a server edition which Apple is selling for $999. After spending only 1 minute, I'm serious, we timed it, it was only 1 minute, on the Mac Mini, Schiller moved on to the iMac. The new design is super thin. It is 5mm on the side, 80% thinner than the previous model. Unfortunately, there is no optical drive. As for the display, it comes in 2 sizes, 21.5 inches or 27 inches. The reflection has been toned down 75%. The iMac now has left and right speakers, dual microphones, and a FaceTime HD camera. It is 8 pounds lighter too. On the back are a headphone jack, an SD card slot, 4 USB 3 connectors, and a Thunderbolt port. Apple's new version of hybrid hard drive, something that they are calling Fusion Drive, debuts on the new iMac. It provides 128 GB of flash storage, and you can plug in either an 1 TB or 3 TB HDD. In software, these show up as one drive, and it's built right into OS X Mountain Lion. As for the price, the iMac starts at $1,299 and comes with a wireless keyboard and a magic mouse or trackpad. The 27-inch model will cost $1,799. And that was it for Mac. Schiller handed it back over to Tim Cook to talk about, you guessed it, iPad. Cook first mentioned some pretty impressive sales figures and then reminded the audience how popular iPads are. He also said that iPads are an incredible learning tool and gave an example of how the iPad can help children read and learn, especially through iBooks. According to Tim Cook, the 3rd generation iPad is the fastest selling iPad of all time, and they want to continue the momentum. Phil Schiller came up again and segued straight into the topic of a 4th generation iPad. The 4th generation iPad is a powerhouse. It contains the A6X processor and can handle 2 times faster graphics. As for the features, the 4th generation iPad has a front camera with 720p video capture and a new LTE chipset that works on new networks such as Sprint. And of course, it now has the new Lightning connector. As you might have guessed, Apple is selling the 4th generation iPad for $499 for a 16GB version, just like they always have. And then Schiller went on to talk about the showstopper for the day, iPad mini, and yes, it is called that. The iPad mini is 7.2mm thin and weighs 0.68 pounds. It comes in two colors, white and slate black. It has a 7.9-inch screen with the same resolution as the 1st and 2nd generation iPad. Because it has a 7.9-inch screen rather than the 7-inch screen found on most Android tablets, its display is approximately 1/3 larger, which is a huge difference according to Phil Schiller. When browsing the internet in portrait mode, it's 49% larger, and it is 67% larger in landscape mode. Apps also look a lot better on the 7.9-inch screen. As for the specs of the iPad mini, it has a dual-core A5 processor, a front-facing FaceTime HD camera, a 5-megapixel iSight camera on the back, and LTE connectivity. Obviously, it too has the Lightning connector and 10-hour battery life, just like the iPod Touch. After he was done talking about the specs, Schiller rolled an iPad mini features video. Once the video was done, he mentioned that the iPad mini comes with one of 6 colors of smart covers. Then he revealed the price. The iPad mini starts at 16GB of storage for $329. The 32GB version is $429, and the 64GB version is $529. The cellular models sell for $459, $559, and $659 respectively. The Wi-Fi only iPad mini will ship November the 2nd, and the 4G models will come around 2 or so weeks later. And after that, Cook came back up on stage and made a couple closing comments. He thanked everyone for coming and said that he hoped customers liked the new devices as much as they do. And so the event ended. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. Please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe for more videos. Also, please check out CTN's website for more coverages, news, and rumors. See you next time.